What's that?
It's going to go in 2 seconds.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Meaning it might be live now.
Yes.
Really? I just reset the monitor. Let me see here. Do I have... Oh, look it. There.
Well, there's only 8 minutes and 29 seconds left of the pre-show.
That's all right. And it looks a little froze.
Yeah. Well, you'll catch up with us, right?
Yeah, so we had some technical hiccups this morning. It's all good, but welcome to Brian and Carrie in the Morning. Today's show is all about the 4 simple steps to effective time management. This is how you do more in less time easily.
Yes.
And I gotta tell you, we're masters of this particular topic.
We are, I agree.
So, I think we could do 40 shows on effective time management. I'm not even joking.
I agree, because, yeah.
For real though, right?
No,
So
I'm
anyways,
with you,
that's
yeah.
today's show. And if you're excited about that, let us know. And if you know we're going to earn it, because we always do, let's get this shared out right now. Look I saw no fewer than 6 statuses on Facebook yesterday.
Right.
From people. As a matter of fact, 2 of them were crew members.
It's actually what the idea came from.
Right, saying, I need to understand time management better.
Yeah.
So this is a topic that must get out. Please do us a favor and share this out right now. And look at us, we're already rolling.
I need to ask a question. Chase, are you watching? Because Chase is at school, and he just joined the live stream. So, buddy,
our son is watching.
I promise you won't get in trouble if you're watching in
No, of
class.
course not. I love that he's watching.
You should just let your whole class watch.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to swear a lot. But having said that, good morning to Steve Montefinesse, Sassy Pants Basista, Connie, who is Mother Nature also, Zoe, Cecily's here, Dr. Ann Shivas, Lee Patterson, I love her.
I love
Michelle, I love Michelle Brackelvon.
Me as well. And good morning, Brian Sackowitz.
Oh, absolutely. Lisa Gardner, Brian Bag of Brains. Now, don't get him. He's going to open up a can of whoop ass if y'all don't start sharing this right away. So
I have a question.
Yes.
I want to know if y'all missed us yesterday.
Yeah, I missed you.
We missed you guys
I
so
missed
much.
you.
Our
Seriously.
morning's just not the same without
We
you.
we moved up to the mountains, as everybody knows, and it doesn't come without its challenges. I mean, they're minor challenges, but when we have to go buy a new car, that car is in the city. And that city is now 2 hours away.
Right.
And we don't, banks tell us when we have appointments, we don't tell the bank.
Exactly.
So we had to miss yesterday. It was for a good reason, though. Who saw the picture of a brand new truckster?
Who saw it?
I love it.
I'm in love with our new vehicle. I want to kiss it.
It's a beautiful car. I love that Karen Roberts said, Chase is just watching because he's making sure we're hitting the right buttons.
He's going to totally come home and tell me I did something wrong.
Right. I love that Cindy Harkey is here, who joined us once last week and has been pretty present every day.
And good morning, LC Lonis. He's in the house. I love how LC just announces himself.
Yes.
He's like, I'm back. Boom, baby.
I'm here. What you gonna do?
We need to give a shout out.
Yes.
We have got to give a shout out because we have a crewmate in the house right now whose birthday it was yesterday.
It was.
Dr. Ann Shivas.
Yes, I have hearts for her.
Who I believe is still in France. And if you're still in France, enjoy your French fight.
French fight? Who's she fighting?
She's in French? Fight. No, fight.
She's fighting? She's going through her fight?
Her birthday. Fight.
Oh, bonne fête!
Good morning.
Bonne fête, Dr. Shivas!
Dr. Shavas.
That was good French, though.
Dr. Shivago.
Just a reminder, the 4 simple steps to effective time management, how to do more in less time easily. That's today's show. I want to add, though, okay? You ready? This is not powder puff shit. Mm-hmm. We are not going to tell you what you've read in every other time management book that has been written since the history of time. Because there have been 45,000 books written this year on time management. None of them have this information. And I'm not saying that because, we're smarter than other people. I'm saying that because what we've done is we've extracted shit that works for us.
Yeah.
But we're not telling you here, do our shit. We've made it global so you understand how to make it yours.
Yeah, absolutely.
Huge.
I want to say that, can I let the cat out of the bag? That we've done the way we've done our lists.
Of course you can.
So we did our list the same way we did our list on Tuesday.
Right.
So it's 4 of Brian's time management tips and 4 of mine.
And we don't know each other what we wrote.
We do not.
Right?
And I want to say I don't know if mine exists in a book because I've never read a time management book. So
they exist.
I really don't know. I just pick the things that are the most powerful that we've kind of created and talked about over the years.
Right. Very true.
Good morning, Ben.
I like Ben McNeil's comment. Don't have time to read time management books. Well played, sir, and welcome to Brian and Carrie in the Morning. Cecily Casey is the first. She wins comment of the day so far with a hashtag, not powder puff shit.
You know,
well done. Well played,
Have you ever
Jim.
noticed how you don't notice it because it's when you're talking? The number of times people hashtag your most random things.
Really?
Because everybody's like probably wondering, again, can you guys relate? Like he comes up with things sometimes and you're like, where in the world did he come up with that?
Right.
Powder puff shit.
Hey,
I
man.
mean, that just rolls off the tip of his tongue.
We don't do powder puff. Good morning to Lou Watson. I'm not sure I recognize your name, so good morning to you, Lou. That rhymed. I like Brian Sakowitz. I always like Brian Sakowitz. Where's Michael Hedke? He was complaining about time management just the other day.
I think
right?
Michael Hedke, I think Brian Sakowitz is calling you out on your language.
But not in a bad way.
No,
right?
no,
Not a bad way.
In a fun way.
Just so everybody knows, if you're new to Brian and Carrie in the morning, even if you're not, the counter, the timer you see on your screen is how long we have left in our pre-show. Once that timer is done, we move right into today's topic, the 4 simple steps to effective time management. How to do more in less time easily, but this is not hashtag powder puff shit. This is some epic in the trenches stuff for you to use actionably right away.
Absolutely. You know, first of all, I'm coming back to you, LC, in 1 second. Steve Montfinesse is like, where is Michael? Someone message Michael Hedke and tell him we're doing a show just for him. But Michael, don't feel upset if you can't make it. And I love what LC just shared. I started telling my coaching clients that they have to watch your videos because I don't like dealing with clients that get dramatic and go nutty. Thought you should know.
I am going to hug the living shit out of that guy one day.
I'm going to crawl up LC and give him a big
that. I'm
cuddle.
6'3", 250 pounds. By any standards, I'm a big man. I'm going to crawl up LC.
Awesome.
All 6'8", 290 pounds of them.
Right.
I love big guys.
You know,
I don't get intimidated. Like, I've always been a big guy, but I love big men. Like, I don't have that testosterone thing of being, I need to be the biggest and strongest in the room.
Right.
LC's energy comes through our fucking monitor. I love that guy.
Right. Good morning, Liz Gillinger.
Yes.
I love you. I'm going to squish your face when I see you next. I also realized that if I sit very still, the banner that's going across the thing looks like I'm sitting here naked. Look at the screen.
It does.
I have clothes on, people.
And nobody's complaining. Lou Watson is joining from the UK. All right. Kind of an inside thing there. Brian Sakowitz is already putting down the gauntlet on the shares. There's 44 people watching, only 10 shares, not acceptable. Brianna Hilton, good morning. Lisa Nash, good morning. Responding to 261 emails for work. Looking forward to your input.
I guess so.
I got an easy one for you. I don't return emails. That's not true. I'm just joking about that.
This isn't Topless Thursday. Can I also add, I want to just add a little side note.
Can I say 2 more things really short?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Carl McPhee, Elisa, and Kelly Nicole are all here. My bad. Oh my God, Laura Petrucci's here.
Good morning. You know what, Loria? I keep forgetting that you can see us remotely through this camera.
Right.
I have to remind myself of that because I was almost walking around naked today. Not that I would care if you saw me naked. It's more like, you know, for your comfort.
I don't think Lori would care. Not that, like, I'm not saying Lori's into you. I'm not trying to get the world famous Lori
I'm into Loria.
Well, how could you not be into Loria? She's awesome.
I just decided Loria is my girl crush.
How could she not be? Brains and beauty.
Right?
And sweet.
And funny.
She's funny as fuck.
Brains, beauty, sweet, and funny. There's a lot there for me.
Hashtag that.
Apparently.
We have about, that much time left?
Nope, this much time left.
About 6 seconds left.
It keeps us on point.
It really does. So we're going to get rolling in 2 seconds. Hey, crew, let's eliminate your limits. Yes. Welcome to Brian and Carrie in the morning. Today's show is all about the 4 simple steps to effective time management. How to do more in less time easily.
Yeah.
I'm Brian Grasso. That is Carrie Campbell. And we are live from the absolutely stunning Mount Tremblant, Quebec, where we are live 5 mornings a week, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern. We get rolling, but our pre-show starts at 9:50, and that's when you should get here because that's when all the fun happens, especially Brian Sakowitz giving great hashtags.
Yeah,
to everything.
Sakowitz rocks.
Absolutely. As promised, again, today's show, the 4 simple steps to effective time management and to do more in less time easily. And here is our request. If you know we're going to earn it, because we always do, how about you put down your pencil, your pen, your computer. Actually, don't put down your computer because you need that for my request. We'd love you to share this out into your news feeds right now because the whole world needs to know how to manage their time better.
I couldn't agree more.
Woo! Now, as always, we have some exciting strategic secrets.
Exciting strategic secrets. I don't know. out of my mouth.
Fucking A. That was seriously awesome.
Because if you haven't shared this out now, you have to share it out now. Even more.
What do you mean? God. Oh, shit. Here are our strategic secrets for today. We have promised you 4 simple steps, but it's actually going to be 8. Because as we often do, I made my list. Carrie made hers. We didn't share them, so we're going to come at you with 8 simple strategies. And I want to say this up front. Most of these are immediately actionable. Some of them are philosophical, but I want to paint that better, okay? You ready? Here it is. This is all about daily mindset training. That's what Brian and Carrie in the morning is all about. So, in that, this whole time management thing is a microcosm. Mm-hmm. It's part of a bigger picture.
Absolutely.
And that bigger picture is getting shit right up here.
Yep.
So we're going to give you lots of shit to do today, but understand this shit is part of a bigger piece of shit.
Just in case you
called mindset training.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I have 2 things really quickly to say. First of all, I love you guys in the show.
Yes.
Like, the minute we're here, I just go an extra octave of energy up. Number 1. But number 2, I want to tell you why we're doing this as for me, the 2-part list, Brian's and mine, right? Yeah. Because I think that one of the mistakes we make all the time when it comes to time management or anything we're trying to do in our life is we're trying to follow a blueprint.
Yes.
Right? So you read a book and it's got 5 steps and I have to do the 5 steps. But you know what? The reality is it might not work that way. So you might listen to some of the things on Brian's list or mine, and it might be exactly what you need to hear.
100%.
Whereas it might not be what anybody else needs to hear, right? So take what you hear, what resonates with you, and implement that.
And make it yours.
Make it yours.
That being said, I'm going to jump in first, if that's okay.
Okay, you can go first.
Do you want to go first?
No, you can go first.
My first thing I want to say is that I asked Chase, who produced, he's our 14-year-old son, I asked him on Tuesday, because he produced our show on Tuesday. And he watches the entire thing as the producer, right? He has to. So when we were all done, I said to him, I said, hey, Chase, what was your favorite moment on today's show? And he said, when you dropped your pen. Because if you remember today's show, if you were here, at some point I was like, oh, like that. So I'm bringing that up to say I'm going to try not touching my pen today.
Okay.
I have my coffee cup.
I mean, it's okay if you don't drop your coffee cup. I think it's better you drop your pen.
Anybody here when I dropped the water?
The tea. It was tea. He knocked a whole thing of tea over.
Who was here when I actually, on a Brian&Carrie in the morning, when I knocked an entire mug of tea over?
That was way back when at the beginning. If you were here for that, could you let us know?
Absolutely.
Because that was priceless. We got to go find that blooper and pull that blooper up.
Good morning, Michelle Adams, and Flava Williams is here. Now, okay, number 1, 4 simple steps to effective time management. How to do more in less time easily. Here's my number 1. You ready? This is part of the philosophical mindset change, okay? Here's number 1. Don't bullshit yourself. I know. It sounds like, well, that's not very actionable. It is very actionable. And here's why it's actionable. We all have the exact same 24 hours. All of us. Every single person on the planet has the exact same 24-hour cycle. Your job in my strategy number 1 is to get off the turlet and stop bullshitting yourself that you have circumstances or situations or compressed time frames or not enough time, whereas the rest of the world has more of it. Not possible. Now, if you do not foundationalize that as your first strategic reality, learning how to manage your time, you're going to go nowhere.
Right.
That's why it's number 1 for me. And here's the second way I want to phrase it, okay? Everybody in the world phrases this the wrong way. And when I realized this several years ago, it was like, it might have been as close to an aha moment as I've ever had. And we don't really have a lot of aha moments necessarily, but this was pretty damn close, okay? Who knows this language? I've got to commit to better time management. I've got to commit to being more organized. I've got to commit to taking care of my priorities first, okay? That's common language. I've heard Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins, I've heard them all say it. And you want to hear something? They're all wrong. And here's why. You have to recognize you're already committed. You don't have to commit to managing your time better. You are already committed to not managing it well.
Right.
You don't have to commit to doing your priorities. You're already committed to not doing them. You don't have to commit to being more organized. You're already committed to not being organized.
Right.
We cannot leave this false facade around us that some way, somehow, time management involves this Herculean effort to commit. You are already fucking committed. You're committing to the shit you don't want. So let's not pretend it's going to take moving heaven and earth to do the right thing. You simply have to change what you're committing to. That is massive.
Yeah, it's huge.
As a major mindset philosophical piece, that is massive. And if you're not grasping it, then I think you're not breathing. And you're not paying attention. You do not have to create fortitude and commitment and willpower and dedication. You are already dedicating to sitting your ass on the couch and not doing what you're supposed to do.
Right.
You're already committing to throwing your hands up in the air and claiming the successful people have a different clock that they work under. You're already dedicated and committed to the wrong shit. Shift the commitment. And that changes everything.
Completely.
That's why it's number one.
I love it. Quickly, good morning, Janaki Blackwell.
Janaki, by the way, shared our show. Thank you for that.
Welcome to the show.
Yes.
So I want to say something because so Brian and I did not talk about what we're sharing, right? It's kind of like this,
not once.
It becomes this really fun game for us as we're preparing to create our lists, and we don't know what each other's lists are, right? So some of my things and some of Brian's things might actually seem nuanced the same, right? They might actually have the same undertone, the same philosophy, but we both present things in very different ways, right? So even if mine might be repetitive, I'm going to share it anyways.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying that right off the top. And I have to say, Brian Sakowicz hashtagged get off the toilet.
Turlet.
Because people thought that was funny.
Can I just add, it's Janaka.
Janaka. Thank you.
Thank you for the clarification.
I love it when people correct me on the way I pronounce their name.
Absolutely.
I hate mispronouncing names. Okay. Good morning, Kelly Goldowski.
Yes, I love her. She's my homie. Can I add Cindy Harkey? If that's all I hear today, totally worth it. Because I'm totally committed to laying on my bed instead of getting my ass up.
Right?
Good girl.
We commit ourselves to putzing on Facebook.
Exactly. Good girl. Yep. And that will be a landslide for other people.
Yep.
That I said it is fine. But that somebody in Crew Nation stood up and said, you know what, that's me.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing I ever heard.
Right.
Now everybody else is going to start looking in the mirror.
I agree.
Cindy, thank you.
I agree. You know, I'm going to try and do this justice, okay? This morning when I was posting on our fan page, I was looking for a funny meme about time management. And it's so funny because when I'm looking for these things, like I'm laughing. Brian's like, what are you laughing at? And I wasn't able to tell you one of the ones I found. But it was essentially this guy at work.
Yeah.
He was sitting down to do his work. He was sitting down at his computer and a colleague walked by and was like, oh my gosh, you're getting so much work done today. What did you do? And he goes, well, I was coming into work committed to basically do nothing, but I got distracted, so I got all my work done. It speaks perfectly
to that, right? Because you are committed.
Right?
Stop pretending it doesn't take dedication.
Exactly.
Stop pretending it doesn't take dedication to avoid the shit that you should be doing.
I agree.
That takes willpower.
Boom.
That takes dedication.
Absolutely.
All right, number 2. By the way, Diana von Lou Kahusugen.
Oh, welcome, Diana.
I miss you.
We haven't seen you in a while.
I miss you too much, you beautiful soul, you.
Okay, my number 1.
Yes.
And I want to say this, mine are not in any particular order of what I think is the priority, okay?
Yes.
So this, for me, is important. And this might not be important for you, right? But it's important for me.
Yes.
Make it fun. Can we stop pretending that time management has to be this stressful
Cheers on that one.
Pull my hair out, hours upon hours of anguish, and oh my god, I gotta organize my time.
Right.
Can we stop putting this air of negative energy around time management, okay? So for me, making it fun is really important, and I just want to give you a couple examples of that. Number 1, your systems that you create for your time management have got to feel good for you, okay?
Perfect.
That whether that is a Google document, an old time, pen and paper, an agenda, a big whiteboard on the wall. Let's stop, or an app. I can't stand apps. I would rather stab myself in the eye with a pen than have to figure out an app.
Yes.
But you give me a pen and paper, and even better yet, you give me a pretty notebook and a pen and paper, and I'm a happy camper.
Well, look at us.
Right?
We work out of...
Exactly. So make it fun. And then my additional comment to the making it fun, maybe a part of getting rid of this negative energy of time management is changing the way we do it.
Yes.
So, we do and I'm talking particularly about preparation right now, okay? Like weekly preparation, daily preparation. Yep. Every Sunday, Brian and I prepare our week to come. And you know what? We do it sitting at this table, overlooking the mountain with a cup of coffee in our pajamas. It's cozy. It feels good. So maybe for you, it's doing your schedule, your organization with a glass of wine on a Friday night. Make it an experience so that you can sink into it and feel it. Let's change the negative energy, people.
Yes, absolutely. That was gorgeous.
That was my number one.
That's a mic drop. By the way, welcome Vinny Maltz.
I love you.
I love Vinny Maltz.
His daughter cracks me up.
Oh my gosh, she's a doll. No, that was great. If we could turn this camera around so you could see the sky and the mountains.
Yeah.
It's just breathtaking. It's really hard to sit here and not be kind of cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not in a bound nature or an anxious place. So I love that one. And it does speak to other ones I have. Brian Sakowicz, I want to know where the Sheriff Police are at. Because I'm going to make my second request for the day. So far, I think we're killing the shit out of this. If you have already shared this, please do it again. If you haven't, what the fuck are you waiting for?
Right?
You are really hard to please because we are over-delivering the shit out of this content.
I agree. Share this out.
Absolutely. Okay, Brian Grasso's number 2.
I want to hear this.
You ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Here is the most actionable thing, immediately actionable thing that I'm going to give you today. You ready?
I want to hear it.
Create the bookends and own the fuck out of them.
Oh, I love it.
Create the bookends and own the fuck out of them, okay? What does that mean? Bookends, how you start and end the day. What we have found, and I got to tell you.
We've been doing this for a while.
Oh my God. We have made time management, and I don't like the term. We use the term to help people understand what we're going to talk about, right?
Yeah.
This is about time efficiency, productivity. We have made efficiency and productivity a religion over the last 5 years, right? So this is the one that has served us best. We realize that if we are resolute about routine in the morning and at night, the rest of the day flows easily.
Yeah.
Mark your bookends, create your bookends, and then own the fuck out of them. Okay? So, this is me. This is what I do. I'm not saying this is what you should do.
Right.
But we actually call it morning time and evening time.
Right.
Okay? Morning time, we learn our language, we count our wins from yesterday, we review our direction, and we imagine our outcome through meditation. Sound familiar? Those are the 4 hallmark exercises we prescribe to everybody. Yes, we eat our own medicine because our shit works.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be teaching it to you.
Somebody should hashtag that. Our shit works because it does.
Yeah.
So we do those 4 things in the morning. In addition, I do mobility. About a 20 to 30 minute mobility because I'm an athlete. And although 43 years old, that's what I am, 43 to me is young. I got 55, 60 more years to kick shit and take names. So 43 is young to me. But I am an aging athlete. I'm not 25 anymore, which means for me to be optimally athletic, mobility and soft tissue reparation has to be part of my daily life.
Right.
Okay? So that's what I do in the morning. I own the crap out of my morning. The first 4 things I do are for me. They're all about my mindset. My mindset, my life, and everything else. The next thing I do is for my body. Okay? What happens after that? Our kids wake up. And then it's just family time until they go to school.
Yeah.
That's my morning time.
Yeah.
And I own it. We don't sleep in. The alarm goes off, and guess what? Can I tell you a secret? Sometimes we don't feel like getting up at 5 fucking o'clock.
Oh, this morning was one of those days.
Right? We don't always... That's the mistake everyone's making. Oh my God, this 5 o'clock, it's so hard. Well, shut up. It's not easy every day for everybody.
Yeah.
But you're going to commit to pressing snooze, or you're going to commit to getting your ass out of bed. Commit to one and shut up. Okay? That's morning time. Evening time, and I'm going to get to an example of this after. My evening time is administrative work, my kids and my wife, and soft tissue. So I actually enjoy administrative work. I used to hate it. I enjoy
so true.
I enjoy it because we changed the function.
Yeah.
Carrie,
That's
myself, and both kids sit in the living room. They're on their phones doing whatever. We're doing our administrative work for an hour. It's fun. Then it's all just family time. We go outside, we make dinner, we just do family time.
Yep.
Say goodnight to the kids, which is an extravaganza all by itself because we are cuddly people.
Yes, we are.
And then before I go to bed, I take care of my soft tissue. I roll, I do myofascial release, etc., etc. And that's my night. Mark your bookends. Create how you want to start the day and how you want to end the day. And then own the fuck out of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
The rest of the day flows so much easier.
Yeah.
You don't have to account for every minute.
Yeah.
You have to account for how you start and how you end. That's it.
Yeah. This one.
That was fucking actionable.
It was
Do
so
that.
actionable. And
Hashtag do that one today.
Hashtag do that one today. Can I just say, first of all, as you're talking, I apologize if I ever chuckle and it throws you off.
But it doesn't throw me off. I actually fucking love it.
Our crew is so funny, okay? So, Marcy Williams says, handing out a can of whoop-ass and lollipops. I'm all about the lollipops. Did you say that?
No, but that's awesome.
And then Brian Sacco, like everybody's just funny. So I'm cracking up reading that. But I want to address something. So Janaka, I'm sorry if I got that wrong again. I needed that. I gotta stop snoozing in the morning. And okay, sure. I want to address that particular topic for 1 second, okay?
Oh fuck, my pen's in my hand already.
Because I want to say this. Brian is a way better get up in the morning at 5 a.m. than I am. Like this guy, he loves waking up at early in the morning. 3:30 is fine by me. And I'm very honest about saying I had to learn to love getting up early in the morning. And when I remember I shared that one time on a private forum that I have, a group that I have on Facebook, and all of the women in this group were like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy you told us that vulnerably, that sometimes you have a hard time. Because there's so many people out there, like those motivational go, who are like, if you're not getting up, you're not owning your morning. I get up every day at 5 a.m.
Oh, fuck those
But you
guys,
know what?
honestly.
What about being honest about saying, you know what, some days it sucks. Some days it's hard. And this morning, I'll be honest, I woke up 5 a.m. Brian says to me, he's like, I know you're really tired, babe. Do you want to get an extra half hour of sleep? And the immediate thought that came into my head was, no, because, and it didn't go exactly like this, but if I don't own my morning, my day does not feel the same. So you've got to recognize the cause and effect. If you wake up, it yields a great day. Sure. Start doing that, and it compounds over time.
Can I add an example of making this your own?
Yeah.
You said something about the motivational fucking annoying guys. You gotta get up at 4 o'clock in the morning or you ain't shit. I get up at 3:30. As a matter of fact, I go to bed at 3:27. And then I get up at 3:30 because I'm a man.
Sleep is also important.
Fuck. But here's an example of making it your own. You know what? If getting up in the morning does not work for you, then stay up later at night. Make it yours. Find hours.
Right.
We're not saying don't sleep. We go to bed around 9:30 or 10. We're not. I'm a night hawk.
Right.
But I mean, it is what it is. We've landed into a very good schedule that works for us. I don't think you have to get up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. I think you have to know your bookends.
Absolutely.
And then own the fuck out of them.
Yep.
And stop letting the testosterone alpha guys tell you that you're not shit unless you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, because that's really fucking stupid.
Yep.
Because now you're trying to comport yourself into somebody else's standards. And that is a recipe for disaster.
Absolutely.
What is your number 2?
My number 2. Who wants to hear my number 2?
I do.
If you want to hear my number 2, please say me, please.
I also want, before you go, I want to see a cascade of hearts. If you think we're killing this so far, are we giving you some solid content today? I want to see some hearts. You go ahead.
Hearts. Okay, so my number 2. And this talks about a lot about what we've already talked about, but I'm going to put it a little bit more in practical form of how I've experienced it over our time together, okay? So there is not one way to manage your time. There is your way to manage your time, okay? And we've already talked about that. We've touched on that subject, but I think that is really important, okay? Let's stop trying to follow the blueprint, and let's start trying to find out what works for us, okay? Now, this is really important to understand. Brian and I are very different in this regard in terms of time management and routine, okay? So we both run a morning time, right? We both have a morning time. We both have, quote unquote, a list of things we do. Brian runs through his precisely in the same order every single day.
Absolutely.
I tried that for a period of time.
Yep.
And I wasn't very happy because some mornings when I was supposed to be doing meditation, what I really want to be doing was setting up the studio and doing meditation after.
Exactly.
Right? So for me, I work better having knowing what I have in the day and then kind of ebbing and flowing through them because I know myself well. I know that I will still get everything done.
Absolutely.
Brian's tried to do it my way and it doesn't work for him either, right?
100%.
So you've got to know what works for you. Now, I'm going to broaden that out into an example, and I was talking about this with one of my private clients recently as we were trying to structure his time management. And preparation for the week. I've said that twice now. I don't know if you've picked up on that, but weekly preparation is so important. And so we started off with he was going to do it on Sundays. On Sundays, he was going to sit down and he was going to prepare. But then, 2 Sundays came and went, and he was like, you know what? I'm not really feeling it on Sundays. Okay, let's try Saturday morning. before everybody wakes up. Nah, that didn't really work. Friday before you leave the office. It is, you've got to make it your own. You've got to be able to feel it, enjoy it, and know that you're flowing the way that feels best to you. Right?
Yes.
So that's my number 2.
That's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to go back to a couple comments here I've been noticing along the way. Billy Reuters with me. Sleeping is for broke people. He hates that. Right? I hate that when people say that as well, and they do say it. Tiffany Maxim, the funny one. Wow, 3 minutes of sleep. That dude must be killing it. I fucking love her. Simi Harkey, you are winning comments of the day all day long. That's it. I'm changing my mornings. I have to be quiet because everyone else is sleeping, but nothing says I can't move my shit to the garage. Find a way. I'm so in love with that woman right now. Carl McPhee, hashtag there's your way. That holds true for many things in life. That holds true for everything in life.
Everything in
brilliant
life.
Comment, brilliant hashtag there. And then Brian Sakowitz, I so agree with this comment. I used to try and model my day after people I admired. Guess what? It never lasts. Once I created my own day, it now works wonders. Exactly. That's why we're giving you an overarching look at time efficiency from our perspective. I stand by the fact that you must own your bookends. Own the morning, own the night. But I'm not telling you what that should look like. Okay? Whew. Are we earning it yet? I think we're earning the shit of this. Brian Sakowitz, should we go for another one? I think we should.
I think we should.
Please give this a share right now. Whether you have or have not, we'd love you to share it. I was on a flight from Phoenix, Arizona to Chicago, Illinois one time. This might be a new thing for me. And Brian&Carrie in the morning with respect to shares.
I have no idea where
it was a Southwest flight. And if you've ever flown Southwest, they tend to be very funny. The pilots, the crew. And we were about to, go in for the landing in Chicago. It was a red eye, and everyone was tired. And the pilot, who was humorous all flight long over the PA, he goes, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're making our final approach to Chicago. Thank you for flying Southwest. We hope you had a good flight, and if you didn't, you're really fucking hard to please." And I was like, "That's awesome." So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to steal from the Southwest pilot and say, if you have not shared this yet, you are really fucking hard to please. So please, give us a share because we are lighting up content right now.
Can I say a welcome to Amelia Wilson? Welcome to the show.
Yes.
And, Amelia says, this is a great addition to my morning routine. I have a question for you guys as you're sharing the button. You're hitting the share button right now. My question for you guys is, for how many of you have Brian&Carrie in the morning become a part of your... How many of you have managed your time around Brian&Carrie in the morning?
Has it become routine?
Yeah.
Has this become part of your routine?
I'm very curious to know.
Like, can we share? Can we divulge?
Of course.
Brian&Carrie in the morning has become part of our routine.
Oh, yeah.
Has to be.
We both get...
Because I don't know if you know this, but we're Brian&Carrie of Brian&Carrie in the morning. So we have to actually physically be here. But we have mapped this as part... You guys, I want to do a whole show on that. Do you know what we do every morning now after we journal? It's now it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. It's relaxed. We're having tea. We're having coffee. We're having whatever we're having. And now we're like, so what do you want to do in the show today? It's one of my favorite parts of the day.
And then at 8:30, when after I finish setting up the studio, I get these belly flies where I'm like, okay, I want to do the show now.
Exactly. I love this. Nicole writes, Hema says yes for me. Papa Drac says yes. Aaron Johnson says yes. Nicole Wright, yep, right after work. You guys come on.
You guys are awesome.
I try my best not to watch, but I can't commit to not watching. Well played, Brian Sakowitz. Oh, I love Elsie. Yeah. Elsie Lonas, Brian&Carrie are my coffee in the morning and my gin and juice in the PM.
You know what, Elsie?
I'm going to hug him so hard.
I'm digging you so hardcore
right
now, Elsie.
It's kind of hot.
I love it when we have newbie crewbies.
Yes.
You know what? We have some newbie crewbies in the house, but I love it when new crewmates join the show and start chiming in right away. That is officially my favorite thing about the crew.
I agree. By the way, Cecily, you win. I have only missed one episode since December. Cecily, I'm going to send you something nice. I don't know what it is yet. Maybe a car.
I know what we're going to send.
A pony or something.
I know what we could send Cecily.
Tell me.
Well, no, because if I tell you, she's going to know. She's watching the show.
Write it down and then show it to me, and then I'm going to keep it a secret. Now, you guys ready for number 3? This is my number 3. Now, do you remember how we said the, yes, great gift for Cecily. Oh, shit.
I know.
Well done, you.
I know.
Well done. Do you remember how we said this is 4 simple steps to effective time management? We kind of cheated already.
Yeah.
Because I have 4 and you have 4. So that's actually 8.
Right.
I've cheated again.
I've cheated so bad, you have no idea.
Right? Because my number 3, I effectively call miscellaneous. And I have within number 3, 7 different things. But don't put your pen and paper down.
Okay.
Just listen. And just let this come into you because this is not actionable as much as it is, it's a mindset change.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
My miscellaneous category, let's see some hearts flowing, please and thank you. I want to see the cascade of hearts. Okay, number 1, play the long game. Mm-hmm. Time efficiency is not about getting excited, saying, oh, I'm going to fucking map up my whole life. Time efficiency, time efficiency. Excuse me, sit down with a pen and paper one time and map it all out and say, yes, now I'm going to do it. And then by day 1.5, you've fucked the entire schedule.
Yep.
Okay? Don't play the roller coaster with this. Mm-hmm. Play the long game. Mm-hmm. Right? Time efficiency is a learned ability. Mm-hmm. It is a trial and an error. So enjoy the ups and downs. Enjoy the ride.
Right.
Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, in exactly that vein, progress, not perfection. Okay, we all make the mistake. Tell me if you've made the mistake. You have gotten excited about a book on time management or a show like this, and you say, oh my God, I'm going to redo my whole schedule. So you do, and now you're feeling so excited. By day 1, 2, 3, or 4, the whole new schedule has fallen apart, and now you're just deflated. Mm-hmm. Don't look for perfection. Get back on the fucking bike and keep riding. Mm-hmm. Progress, that's what you're looking for, okay? Number 3 in my miscellaneous category, nobody lives in a bubble.
Right.
Okay?
I know, love it.
No, our schedule is perfect for us on days that life doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But sometimes life happens.
Yeah.
Like, for example, we get a call that our 11-year-old daughter is sick at school. We have to come get her. Mm-hmm. School is 25 minutes away.
Right.
There and back is an hour and 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. There goes the schedule. Mm-hmm. Oh, you got a new car? Congratulations, Brian&Carrie. How about you drive 2 hours one way to get it? Mm-hmm. And then drive 2 hours home. Guess what happened to yesterday? It went. Mm-hmm. Nobody lives in a bubble. So life is going to happen. Don't hold on to the handrails and white knuckle it. Mm-hmm. Let it go. Because you're not going to be able to control everything. Yep. Relax. Okay? Number 4, roll with the seasons. If this applies to you because you don't because you don't live in a geographic area that is pretty static in terms of weather, like San Diego, 78 and sunny, right? But if you live where we live, or you live anywhere in the world that has seasons, roll with them. Circadian rhythms are real. In the winter, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning is way more challenging for us than it is in the spring and summer. Why? Because the lights went out at 4 p.m. in January. It's moonlight from 4 p.m. until 9 a.m. So at 4 o'clock, our kids come home from school, it's already dark.
Right.
We're 7 hours in the dark, then we go to bed. We wake up at 5, it's still fucking dark. It's dark for 4 more hours. The circadian rhythms play to that. So adjust your schedule based on the seasons. We do it all the time. You already said this, but I'm going to say it again. Prepare to succeed in your schedule. Every single day, every single night. In our schedule, we have something called NDP. Yep. Next day prep. We prepare ourselves on paper and mentally for what's happening tomorrow. Every Sunday, we have something called NWP. Next week prep. We prepare the next 7 days as a skeleton. Right. So we know what's coming. Okay? And then lastly, actually I lied. 2 more. The first one is do like-minded tasks together. Group them together. Morning time in my life is all about me. Yep. My mindset, my physicality. The day is all about creativity. We work in creative spots, right? We design our show. We do creative things for our business, right? The evening is all about administrative. How do I get rid of 291 emails? Well, I don't let 291 emails pile up. That's how. Right? How do I get rid of paperwork? Well, I don't let paperwork pile up. Every night for an hour, I tend to basic administrative stuff. And because I can just sink into that hour and not get distracted by anything else, it's efficient. And here's my last one. I believe in balance. Find your 33% principle. Your days should be equal amounts of body, mind, and soul. Okay? And if you look at your schedule, you look at your life, and it doesn't look like that, reconstruct it. I finished a PhD. I'm learning about investing in real estate. That's all mind-based stuff for me. Body-wise, I'm a power lifter. All the accessory stuff I do, like mobility and soft tissue. And soul or spiritual, my kids, my family. Like, you should have equal allotments of that stuff. Just write your schedule on paper and look at it.
Yep.
And start giving it a percentile. You'd be surprised how much you are not balanced. But then you're claiming you don't have enough hours. Change the fucking balance. That was my number 3. I want a mic drop for that.
We already gave you a mic drop as you were
Did we?
dropping.
Did everyone enjoy that one? Because I wasn't even paying attention. I was so
Everybody
focused.
was in love with it. It's a big one.
Yes.
PG, this is massive. Absolutely awesome.
Which one of those 7 inside of my number 3 did you like best?
Okay.
Play the long game, progress not perfection, no one lives in a bubble, roll with the seasons, prepare, like-minded work stacked, and find your 33%. Which one did you like best?
Can I tell you my favorite?
Yes.
So it actually ties into a comment that I wanted to make about it.
Absolutely.
So my absolute favorite is next day prep
Yes.
and next week prep.
Absolutely.
And I want to make a point about that, okay? Because you are either going to control your week or your week is going to control you.
Absolutely.
Right? If you don't prepare, you're gonna wake up. You're gonna not really know what to do, where to go. The clarity of waking up every day. And here's a little secret, okay? Brian and I have a list every day.
Yes.
And we write out the list every day. We don't actually look back at the list until 7 p.m. that night.
Because it's so routine.
But we both do the same thing. We still highlight out all the same tasks, right? So do we need to have our schedule written down every day? No, we don't. We do it because what it does is that we go to bed knowing that our day to come, all we have to do is wake up, look at our list, and go. So on a given day, if we wake up and we don't, like we're a little bit confused or we're disorganized, we have the list to reference, right? But here's the thing I want to say about next day prep and next week prep. You are not always going to feel like you want to do it.
That's true.
Okay? It's like the equivalent for me of like a woman who is too tired to take her makeup off before she goes to bed.
I can relate.
You're like, God, like I don't want to take my makeup off,
Right.
but next morning you wake up and you're like, I really wish I took my makeup off.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Do your next day prep or your next week prep because there is not a day that's going to go by where you're not glad that you did it.
100%. You know what? You said it yourself. Either life is going to happen to you or you're going to happen to life. The only way to happen to life is to prepare for it.
Yeah.
And you know how we said own your morning and own your evening? Next day prep is us owning our evening.
Yep.
We prioritize that at night so we are ready for the next day.
Yes.
We go to bed knowing unconsciously that we are ready.
Yes.
We get to wake up to execute. Who out there wakes up like a fart in the wind?
Right?
Not really knowing what the day's going to bring, not really knowing what to do first, kind of mindlessly just going through getting coffee, getting breakfast. Look, we prep on purpose. So we wake up to execute.
Yeah.
That is owning your morning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Boom! Boom.
That was awesome.
Okay.
You're number 3.
Yeah, it's my turn.
All right, let's go.
Because my number 3 comes after his number 3, which included 7 points.
But they were awesome points.
My number 3, and we've said this before, time and time again, but it applies to this as well. If you are not assessing, you are guessing. So now, hi Trixie Young, welcome to the show.
Right, what's up,
Just wanted to say
Trixie? I was going to say that. You got it. There it on.
So yes, if you're not assessing, you're guessing. Okay. Now you guys are all tuning in. You're all feeling pumped, and you're ready to go and manage your time. Right? You want to make changes, but how can you make changes to something that you really don't have the understanding of what you're currently doing? If you go to a good nutrition coach, prior to them prescribing to you a prescription of what your diet's going to be, they ask you what you're doing now.
Absolutely.
Before you can start changing your days and your structure, you need to know where your time is going now.
Yep.
Okay, you have to have this understanding of what is going on currently, and we have a tool for that. We refer to it as a TikTok, which basically I'm going to make it very simple. For 3 days,
Great points.
Run a log. I woke up at this time and write down every single thing you've done every day for 3 days. At the end of the 3 days, I want you to take a highlighter, look over those 3 days, and highlight everything that you did that really was not serving you moving forward in life.
Said.
Okay?
Well said.
So that's one. And I'm going to loop that into my number 4 because they're so closely connected.
Sure.
Can I do that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and this ties into the very first thing that you said.
Before you go on, can I say Brian Sakowitz gave a great point. Because I've taught this, we've taught this.
Of course.
Guys, listen, when I coach entrepreneurs in business, my very first lesson to them is know your numbers.
Yep.
If you don't know what your revenues versus your expenses are, if you don't know what your profit margins are, if you don't know what this cost is and how many leads this generated and what the conversion percentages were, you don't know anything.
Nothing.
And you are not a business owner at that point, you're a hobbyist.
Yeah.
You must know your numbers. When you know your numbers, you can make anything work, you can make decisions, you can make right-hand turns, you can change things as you need to. But if you don't know your numbers, you're playing at the whim of what you feel, and that is never a good way to run a business.
Absolutely.
But same with this, and Carrie just touched on it. Do a TikTok.
Yep.
That's the equivalent of knowing your numbers. Know how you're spending your time.
Yep,
100%.
absolutely. Mona, you're funny. Muna says, shoot, I'm late again. I wish I could manage my time better.
Oh, you!
Okay, so my final, my loop into that, but I've got a bonus one coming up. My tie into that one is, it goes closely to what Brian said. Stop lying to yourself.
Yes.
Can we, when you look at your TikTok, can you please look at it without the lies, without the bullshit?
Yep.
You know, there's so many people who live in the land of, I have to do this, or I should be doing this. And what we do is we box ourselves into that, right?
100%.
So if I looked at my time management 4 or 5 years ago, the amount of time that I spent in a given week doing laundry and cleaning the house and those things, right? And 4 years ago it was, you know, yeah, but I have to do this, right? I have to do this.
Yep.
And for us it was constructively looking at it and recognize, you know what, I don't have to do it. And so we outsourced that. We hired a housekeeper who came in and do that for us.
That's right.
Which saved us a ton of time.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying, like, someone's going to chime in and say, I can't afford a housekeeper. Fine. That's not what we're saying.
That's the example of the bigger point.
The point is when you look at your list, I am a big believer that 95% of your day should be made up of things that are serving you moving forward in your life.
Yep.
And it works. Trust me, you can do it because we've done it, right?
Yep.
There's a 5% minutia of like maybe taking the garbage out, stuff like that. But like everything that you do should serve you moving forward. So stop lying to yourself about what you can't do and what you should do.
Kind of circles us back to my initial point of no bullshit.
Exactly.
I love that. You guys still enjoying this?
Should we keep going?
Oh, we should. I want to see a cascade of hearts. I want to see a cascade of hearts and love. Damn it.
Ew.
Can I? You guys ready for my last one? Who's ready for my last one?
I'm ready.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you? What are you going to press over there?
Nothing. I'm getting the Where's My Crew app ready for us.
Yeah, because I forgot. That's
It's all
why.
good. It's all good.
I forgot. I'm not tuned into the level 4 studio yet.
It's okay.
I'll get that.
It's working better today, though.
It is. Here's my last one. Look at all the hearts. Here's my last one. You ready? We call it the layer rule.
I love this.
Pick one thing.
You're so smart.
Pick one thing. I'm also really attractive.
You're the sexiest man alive. I'm gonna bite you.
The layer rule. Pick one thing and do that.
Yes.
Do not overhaul your schedule. Resist the temptation to do what we have now made fun of about 16 times on this episode, which is you're going to take a pen and piece of paper and do the whole schedule and start tomorrow. Don't.
Absolutely.
When you think you want to do that, don't. That's a French thing.
You're so funny.
Okay, the layer rule. Pick one thing. And I've even done the service of telling you the first 3 layers you should build. Okay?
Listen up.
You ready?
Yes.
Every evening, do a next day prep. That's number 1. Do that for a week without doing anything else. Fuck everything else. Just do a next day prep every single night. Okay? Number 2, after that week is over, continue doing next day prep, but layer in a 3-day TikTok.
Beautiful.
Be prepared to be honest, no bullshit. Write down how you spend your time every day and highlight the shit that is useless.
Beautiful.
But in order for that to be effective, you cannot bullshit yourself. Okay? Do that for 3 days while you're still doing next day prep. Correct? When those 3 days are done, review the TikTok, eliminate what you can, keep doing next day prep, but the next layer you add is a morning time.
Boom.
Own the fucking morning. When you own the morning, you own the day.
Own the morning, own the day.
Those are hashtag. Somebody hashtag that. Hashtag own the morning, own the day.
Hashtag bitches.
So do a next day prep for a week. At the end of the week, do a 3-day TikTok. At the end of the 3 days, review the TikTok and don't bullshit yourself. Then, while you're still doing next day prep, configure a morning time and own the fuck out of it. That's how you layer the stuff in. Then you can take everything else we've said and start to stack it.
Absolutely.
That deserves a share.
It does deserve a share.
I earned a share with that.
You know what? I agree.
Because let me tell you, if you are not happy with Brian and Carrie in the morning's content today, you are really fucking hard to please. That's going to be a thing.
I love it.
That's
okay.
Going to be a thing. Share the show, please.
I have one more. It's my bonus one.
Yes.
And okay, you know what? Can I say something? So y'all know that I don't know why all of a sudden I'm from the South. You notice that, y'all?
Yes.
So y'all
By
know.
the way, sorry, Petra does the hello, sorry for being late. Get it? Time management? I did. Petra.
So y'all
Yes.
know that I am the one who controls the buttons, right?
Right over there.
And I'm just going to say what I'm about to share, I believe, is a mic drop.
Yes.
The problem being is it feels really weird to give myself a mic drop.
Should she give herself a mic drop? No. You do this, and then the crew's going to decide if you earn a mic drop.
Okay.
I believe you will,
okay?
for the record.
So this is my absolute pièce de résistance with regards to time management. In order to manage your time efficiently, effectively, and successfully, you have got to know where you're going in life. Okay? You cannot possibly manage your time in the best capacity that you want to if you don't know your direction. Okay, so you don't really know what you're building in business. You don't know where you're going. You kind of just go to the gym to get a workout in.
Yes.
If you don't know where you're going, there's no time to manage because there is no direction. So you don't need to have the clarity. So do all the things Brian said because you can do them in conjunction, right? But make sure that you have clarity on where you're going. It became so much easier for us to start to compartmentalize our days when we knew where we were going because we knew what we had to manage.
Absolutely beautiful.
That's my final piece.
Did she earn a mic drop? Steve Montefinesse, Sassy Pants Basista, Flava Williams, Papa Draps, Brian Sakowitz already chimed in. Look at that. Everybody's chiming in that mic drop was well earned.
Thank you guys.
Well earned.
That was there's something in my throat today. That was my final point.
Fuck.
Watch the equipment.
No, I threw it on purpose over there.
Oh,
Did anybody see how Carrie did the fucking shuffling deck with the cards so I threw my pen?
Oh,
what happened over there?
I don't know. But if it blanks out for 1 second, we're back. So I want to know.
Yes.
If you're tuning in, can you please let us know what was your most powerful time management?
And I don't want to repeat them. You got to go from memory.
Yeah.
What was your most powerful thing?
If
today?
It was powerful, I would imagine that you probably know what it is. Otherwise, it wasn't that powerful.
Right.
Right?
We're back over there. We're still good here.
We're
Okay.
Good. It was just so funny.
Yeah. So
I forgot why I didn't think because the boxes downstairs is running. We have a backup. So if this computer,
I get so confused with the technology.
It's because there's cords
All right. So we're waiting for your comments, people.
Yeah. What was? There's always a slight delay, right? So what was your favorite thing?
Yep.
Share it with us because we want to know.
Sassy Pants Basista says being detail oriented. Dig that.
Bookends.
Dr. Ann Shiva says bookends. That's my favorite as well. Bonus direction from Carrie says flavor.
Flavor.
Yes. Fucking relax. That was Lee Patterson. Good girl. I like that one as well. That was my favorite of yours.
Welcome to the show, Katie Elizabeth Tennis.
Yeah.
We have a wonderful consultant, Loria Petrucci, who did all that for us. I just push a button.
Yes. What's a mic drop? Diana, look at your screen. Come on now, kid. It's already there. Find Your 33 was Lisa Arsenault's. I love that. Create the bookends and own the fuck out of them. I love that, Lou. And she said hashtag powerful. You guys are awesome. The crew is killing it today. Own the days. I love that. Relax is Papa Drops. No one way to manage time, just yours is Karen Roberts. Progress, not perfection, is the funny one Maxim's
And
favorite.
can I just say that we have just proved our point right now?
Yes.
If we had got on here and given you 3 points that were a blueprint of do this,
Yeah.
it might not have worked for all of you.
Exactly.
You know?
Look, that's a great, wonderful point. I love Mother Nature, roll with the seasons. I find my life flows best in cycles. I agree.
Your day should be planned the night before.
Trixie, that is my other favorite, to be honest.
You know what? I have got love for the crew.
I agree. Speaking of the crew, I fucked this up in the beginning of the show, but how about we do it right now? Because you guys have been a wonderful audience. You've shared, you've participated, you've answered our questions, you've given us hearts. So how about this? Where my crew at?
Crew!
Yes!
You guys are the bomb!
It came at the end, but tomorrow come at the beginning. That's what she said. Hashtag that. Woo!
Oh, you guys are the best!
I like Loria, relax and just get the day done however it gets done. Steve Montefinesse, bookends the next day prep. Prep the night before, says Cecily. Prepare the canvas today for creating your day tomorrow. I'll Google it then. No, Diana, sweetheart, mic drop is not about a Google thing. Do you want us to do a mic drop?
Let us
Diana, just watch your screen.
It might be a language thing.
Yeah.
So that's a mic drop.
There you go.
Essentially, it's saying like that was a profound statement.
Exactly.
That was made.
It means like that's a great point.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Yeah, absolutely.
Elisa would be cleaning the whole house, still not sure where I put my purse. You're awesome, Elisa. People shared. Yes, Sakowitz, we had great stuff going on today. You guys are the best. I am already sad to be saying goodbye.
Right, but tomorrow.
To this episode. We'll be back tomorrow with another great episode of Brian and Carrie in the Morning.
Can I point out that tomorrow is Fucked Up Friday?
Oh, shit.
Because we missed yesterday, so the week ended faster. Fucked Up Friday. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow?
You gotta come back tomorrow. Tell your friends, tell your dog, put the Tupperware away. Just be careful, because tomorrow is hashtag FUF. Be here at 9:50 a.m. It's going to be a barn burner. Love you, crew. See you tomorrow.
Bye.